Hello, I'm Bex with Breakfast for Crafts, and I'm doing another prompt for July Junk Journal Challenge 2025. It is hosted by Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland. You can share your makes here on YouTube, Instagram, and she's also created a private Facebook group. Just pop down to my description box, and I have Lee's introduction video, and all the information is in the description box in her introduction video. Just use the hashtag JJJC2025. It is open to anyone. There is no pressure, no stress, no rules. Just have fun. And weekends off. It's just for the weekdays of the month of July. And I am going to do day 12, which the prompt for July 16th is window or peek through. I thought I would give it a go with a window envelope from junk mail. So let's use some junk mail here. See if I can, oh, I probably wouldn't use this one. I have a mess, so let's just use that piece of junk mail. And because there's also a window there, and I found this in my scraps. It's just a door. Isn't that cute? Just a die cut. I think that will work just great. Just take one of my already prepared tag bases. Let's see, how do we want to do this? I think, go ahead and start by taking this envelope apart. I know it's cut somewhere. There it is. Oh, there we go. Okay, just want the front, so I'm not too concerned about ripping it up. There we go. Okay, it's a little rattly, but I like rattly noises. Cut the pieces off that we don't really need. Let's see if this will work on there, just like that. I think that'd be great. Let's go ahead and crinkle it up a little bit. Just like that, to give it an older, more vintage look. And let's just get some ink on it. I think this, so you might be able to see it better. See how that works. About there, and we can just put some paper, some of my scrap paper. We use some scrap papers to go around the edges. Leave that there. Okay. Now, let's see how we want to do this. Let's put, that is really cute, isn't it? Have some little Tim Holtz paper dolls here I thought would be cute to go behind the window there, the door. That would be cute. And let's put some papers on the edges here. Let's see how we're going to do this. Don't need a whole lot. Just some things around the edges. This one would probably be better if we glued this one on first. The rest we can do probably on top. Okay. This is it, as it has adhesive on the back also. Not quite sure why I did that. Who knows? Okay, let's go ahead and glue this down. That can go all the way to the bottom. Okay, let's get this figured out real quick here. Not rocket science. there. Okay. I do want to cut this off. I don't need the whole top part there. We can trim it down more later, but just to get rid of some of this bulk. There we go. We'll build this first and then we'll put glue the children behind. That will work. This about right here. Okay. Don't want to glue anywhere that I don't need to. This is going to go here. Always put a little more glue on later if we need to, but the door about right there. The door can go there. So we need a piece on the bottom. I think that will work. But we want the door here, so that will be about there. Don't really want that one there. Is this big enough? Not really. Well, unless we put something else. Nope. Nope, nope. Just no. That will work right there. Where's the door? Oh, it's turned upside down. I was looking for brown. That is funny. Okay, this goes right here. So this needs to be just covering that, and that will work. That's okay before that'll work just great. I don't know how old this adhesive is. I don't know. So I'm going to put some glue on it. Just a little. There. Awesome. Using up scraps, using up a little door. And we use the window envelope from junk mail. So we're using up the junk mail today. Junk mail and scraps. Yay. Okay, that is awesome. Perfect. Now we want to glue the little girls or boys, children, what have you. But first I want to vintage them up a little bit with the vintage photo. Which ones do we want? The 3 little girls, the 3 little boys. I think these. Let's just vintage them up a bit. Okay, now how are probably going to do this. Let's see, there's the little one. Oh, we definitely want the little teddy bear to show. That's fun. About like that. That's cute. Let's see how we're going to do this. Possibly should have used tape. Let's just glue the little girls. Let's glue on them. Okay, now let's just get a little bit of glue here. Get them placed. There. That is going to work great. Love it. Okay, now we need to glue it down here. Like that. Okay, so I'm just going to put glue on this and then just place that. Make sure there's no glue. Seeping through the back, there is, but let's get this. I'll just set it down on this. And we need another piece right here. What about this piece here? I think that will work. Just want to glue it down here. Okay, I am going to let this set and dry for a moment. That's a lot of glue on there before I cut it. And then we will finish the rest of it. It's all dry and I went ahead and cut it out. There's the window. Is that not sweet? With the little kids behind it. Just love it so much. Let's go on, and that's what you can do with the window of junk mail envelope. Let's go ahead and I think this needs a little bit more of this so that it will be a little bit more cohesive in my tatty torn way here. Then it has come to dwell among us. That's what we're going to use for the sentiment there. Just about like that, but I'm not going to glue this one on right now. I'm going to just glue these on because I have some plans to add some spray inks or some sprays. Let's go ahead and just pop these down just randomly. I just wanted some of that on all the other bits here. May not even be able to see it once I get all the pieces on, but I think that will work. And then we have, I also backed this with some of that material also, and this will go down here, but not yet. I have some blank labels and some just regular labels. These are all from my porch prints. I just print them out whenever they're just neutral things and just put them in envelopes, just like this. So what I would like to do is randomly place some of the smaller ones here and about. That's here. Let's see what we have here. That over, spread these out. that way. Possibly get one up here. Just place them randomly around just to fill in a bit. And we can cut them off too. They don't have to. Well, that would probably fit right there. But we can trim off the edges if they hang off too much. Let's just go ahead and place some. Just randomly, let's see if there's any really small ones in here. Oh, here we go. Here's some smaller ones. Just right there, and possibly this one needs to go this direction. There. I love layers. Oh, here's one. This would be a good one down here. This is going to go somewhere in here, so we could possibly have one behind it. Here, that would look good. There. Just really, you know, just randomly placing these items right now. Okay, what else do we have? Square. Might look good here. Laid there. Any more small? It's a narrow one. I think I like that better there. Possibly bring this over. That, okay, I think that looks pretty good. Just kind of like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and ink all these up, glue them down, and we'll back and see if we need to add anything else. There we go, I have them all inked and glued down, and this will go about right here. And I'm wondering if I want to put just a label on here. This is blank labels. Lots of them. Let's see. That might be the flower label there. That might be cute right there. That one, yeah, let's do that one. All right, no, that one. That one it is. Go with the first one you pick. And I'm going to go ahead and ink this up the same way I did all of these. And I like to use Vintage Photo over the whole thing, just like this. I love a grungy look, or vintage, whatever you would like to do. Then I go ahead and ink up the edges with Vintage Photo, so that's what we have. But it's not real defined, as defined as I would like. So then I will just go over with black soot, only on the edges. Pretty dark. Just like that. Grunges it up, and it gives me the look that I want. And I did print those on ivory cardstock. Let's just get this glued down. Just about right there. I think that's a good spot right there. Okay, now I'm not going to glue the sentiment on until after I do use the sprays on it. I think that if I spray something over that, you won't be able to even see what it says. So let's shake them up a bit. And I have Dylusion's White Linen Ink Spray. And I have Distress Mica Spray. This is the Antique Bronze. So I think I'll do the white first, dry it, and then come back and do the bronze. Let's get this cereal box wrapper here. The lining, I mean, of cereal box. That's what I like to use. Because if you only use it once, no big deal, because it would have been rubbish anyway. There we go. Let's see about the white. Ooh, that looks nice. Okay, I'm going to go off camera and dry it, and we'll be right back, and we'll do this mica spray. I really like how that turned out. I did wipe all of the spray off of the window pieces, so I could still see through the window. I'm going to now go ahead and use the mica spray. Just a little bit to add some shimmer to it. I think that will look nice. Ooh, that's pretty, very pretty. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick it up, take it to my craft room and dry it, and we'll come back and see what it looks like. That turned out really, really cool. I'll do it really slow so you can see the shimmer of the mica sprays. And when I used my heat tool, it made some little holes in the little junk mail window envelope, which is fine. I think it looks really cool. I like it. I'm going to trim these edges a tiny bit. There's just a little bit poking off there and this side. But I don't want to waste the color I have down here, so I'm going to just see if it will come off onto the back. Not sure if that's showing up. Not that much. Let's go ahead and spray with the mica spray just a tiny bit onto the back. Just a little on the edges there. See if I can hold this and just put a tiny bit on the top. There we go. That was a bit much on the top. We can take care of that just like this. Just when you dab it up, just wanted a tiny bit on the back. There we go. That just perfect. There we go. Little shimmer on the back. Okay, that looks amazing. Still have a little on the back. There we go. Okay, we can just place it down on this. There, how about that? Okay, now let's get our little sentiment over here. Pop it down right there. I think that will look perfect. There, I think that looks great. And this is for the July Junk Journal Challenge 2025, hosted by Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland here on YouTube, and you can share your makes on Instagram, and she's also made a private Facebook group. The hashtag is JJJC 2025. I am doing day 12, which is July 16th. The prompt is window or peek through, and I think I have both, window and peeking through the window. I think it turned out great. I love it, and I'm Bex with Aqua's Progress. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful crafty day.